Hi everyone, I'm Dave Mulvan. I'm here with Mike Godwin today. We're going to be recapping the games in the A Division from Week 3. No Dan today. His team took a brutal loss this past weekend to Team Delaware, so he's just taking a week to collect his thoughts and rebounds.
He needs it.
No, in all
seriousness. A tough one coming up.
Yeah, schedules didn't match up this week. Summer schedules get a little crazy, so both times we weren't able to connect on this one. But we must recap the game, so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
First up, we have Flightskin versus Here We Go Again.
What was the final score of this game? 77-74?
Mike, this was a big win for Here We Go Again because they've been struggling.
Yeah, and when they have everyone there, they don't have everyone there very many times a year. But when they do, they're a great team.
Darryl Lewis for Here We Go Again. I think used by Shaddy for Here We Go Again. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the top players in the league right now.
Instantly, he's only played, what, 2 games?
It's good to see Brendan O'Brien finally getting his thing together. 7 of 14, 3 of 7 from the three-point line, 19 points.
With a dunk.
He did have one. It's actually on the highlight video. That will be
photo of the week.
Posted shortly. Yeah.
Photo of the week, Brendan. Congratulations.
I just mentioned Darryl Lewis. 30 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He did it all for them. Ethan Ridgway, 16 points.
8 boards.
8 boards. And Phil McLean with 12 rebounds. So here we go again. I mean, this week, they beat a tough Flightskin team. This is not the same Flightskin team we've seen the past couple seasons.
And that's without Jake Royal, too.
Without Jake.
He's a top shooter in this league, I'd say.
Yeah, oh yeah, Jake's absolutely. I think he has the record tied with. Actually, Stacey Grady just tied it up this week, but Jake holds the record tied with him with 12 threes in a game. Now we look at Flightskin. You know Dorsey's going to get you his 5. Demond Vance, 30 points, good game for him.
10 rebounds, double-double, serving him up.
Serving him up. Danny Rodriguez, 22 points, but this is after, I think Danny's played like 7 or 8 basketball games the past 2 games before this game. So, he was tired.
So you're saying it was a tired 22. He could have went for about 50 or so?
Well, he didn't need to, though, because, he's getting help from other players on the team now. But, yeah, Danny can always go for 50.
Well, he needed to go for at least 26. And they would have won by 1.
Well, I know they did have a chance to tie it up at the end of the game. Someone on their team shot a 3-pointer. He got fouled. So if he would have made all 3 of his free throws, the game would have tied up and went into overtime.
1?
I don't remember exactly how many he missed, but I know they just didn't go down. But Flightskin, here we go again. I think if they have all their players, top team, probably top. I would say top 5, but I think they're just right outside of that right now.
7, I'd say.
That's fair because of what we've seen so far this season. But good win for them. But Flightskin looking a lot better.
Danny had an easy week this week. No Dan here on his back.
Well, you know what?
Retiring and all that.
I didn't want to have to get into this, but we actually suspended Dan for the video this week because he was just.
He's getting out of line.
He was way out of line. He was saying stuff that didn't make sense. When you call Danny out for not, it just
one video suspension.
So we'll have a lot of other reasons that he's not here too as the video continues. Next up, we have GSU versus Drunk Monkeys. Now, before I even get into this one, I believe RT guaranteed a victory.
Luckily, I didn't hear that, but. I didn't read or hear.
I thought he won on the Facebook page, said everyone was going to be there, and he was guaranteeing a victory.
Shoot.
But you know what? RT took an elbow playing basketball somewhere else to the eye. He was probably concussed. I'm not even sure.
Does that mean his whole team was concussed or what?
Well, they ran into the hottest team in HAC Adult Basketball, maybe even the history of it.
Not quite. Not quite. Don't even start now. Not quite. What's the streak at?
It's probably around. It's somewhere between 25 and 35. That's all I can tell you. The exact number, I mean, it should be easy to just go on and figure out.
10-game race. You know what? I'm going to give GSU a pass this week. I gave him a pass last week. I'm going to give him another pass this week.
I don't know if you recall last week when I was talking about Drunk Monkeys, I was a little concerned because they weren't getting all their players to the game. And I kind of, I said if they do that this week
And
against GSU,
Juwan Carter.
they not only did they have everybody, but they added Juwan Carter. They had everyone there.
And they added Manny Elgood, chipped in with 16 points.
Yeah. Let's look at stats for GSU real quick. Blake Rubenstein, who up to this point has been having a great season, but just 9 points. Reese, 11 points, 6 rebounds though. Vern Dupree, who's been pretty inconsistent on showing up, I think, 9 points.
This was his first game though.
So inconsistent showing up.
Yeah, but he's still.
RT, I mean, he had
a great player.
He had 5 rebounds.
You saw Will Mew alone here.
Yeah.
Don't talk about my school like that.
Well, when they show up to a game and lose 80-39,
I'm giving them a pass. I just told you that.
you can't give the whole team a pass.
Why not? It's an off day.
You don't go into it though guaranteeing victory and then have an off day.
Well, I didn't hear that, so I'm giving them a pass. RT, we'll get him next week.
Let's look at Drunk Monkeys. Lawrence Hines, you know what? He didn't give us his normal 20-plus point game and 7-plus rebounds. He went with 11 points and 8 rebounds. I was just happy to see him back out there. I think he's just been taking a break most of the season. He doesn't even show up to the games anymore.
5 players in double figures.
Yeah, they dominated.
Almost 6, because Mike Pettiford had 9 points.
Yeah, they absolutely dominated.
Shot over 50% from the field. 17 assists. What more can you ask?
Listen,
a team
this could be a stupid question, but do they have too many guards that need the ball?
No.
Just throwing it out there.
No, I mean, you keep talking about their streak every week. Why do you ask the question?
I wasn't saying. I didn't say I thought they did.
Way.
I didn't say I thought they did. I just was asking you your expert opinion on it. And you give me a no. You don't even go with any information. You just go, no.
I mean, there's not really much I can say. They've won a few games in a row here.
Is Drunk Monkey the best team in the A division right now?
No.
Who would you have above that?
The Crew. You know I'm a big Crew fan.
I'm a Crew fan too, but I don't think it's reasonable to put them above Drunk Monkey.
Drunk Monkey's going down this week.
I will get there.
They're going down this week.
Next up, we have Air 5 versus Rock Nation. Air 5, after winning their first game in, I think, Mercy Rule fashion, at least close to Mercy Rule if it wasn't, they lose their second game. They have a big blow-up in the parking lot. Teams arguing. I'm all worried about team chemistry. What do they do? I'm assuming.
Prove you wrong.
Well, I don't know.
Because you probably picked against them.
I probably did. But, I knew Tyre would get the team in line. If he had to make some cuts, I'm sure he made some cuts. If he had to make some additions, I'm sure he did that too. But they came out ready to play.
Doesn't look like he made any moves. Because we don't have any good new players on here.
Maybe he just had talking to some players.
Yeah.
Maybe he threatened to start giving some players some papers.
That's what a leader does. Threaten them with the papers.
Threaten them with the papers. Can't joke about that. Now, we look at Rock Nation. Julius Gray, 3 points, but he had an ankle injury that didn't allow him to play to his full ability, and he sat for a lot of this game. So without him, they're not going to be able to beat a team like Air 5.
Why not?
They need his scoring. Now Rock Nation did pick up some good players in Damon, and I believe it's Mike, but I know definitely Damon, I'm saying the name right. Well, Mike had a good game too. Damon came in a little bit late, but he's going to help them out a lot.
12 and 10 first game, serving up double-doubles.
Yeah.
I like to see double-doubles.
Mike Brown, 16 points. And Darren Al, who always is in that 15-point range at least, adding 14. Now, Air 5 stats, Tyre Hudson. Now, going into the season, I'll be honest with you, I know he dominated the B division, but I know the A division is a different monster. So I didn't know if he was going to score the same way that he was in the A division. And he's not far off.
He's proved you wrong.
That's okay, I'm alright with that.
Yeah, that's twice in 1 week he's proved you wrong.
Well,
you picked against them, they won. You didn't think he'd score in A division? He scored.
Well, I don't know if I ever said that. I'm admitting it now. That I wasn't sure.
But he's still proving you wrong.
No, I never.
I love hearing when you're wrong.
Well, it doesn't happen very often. You might as well make me one of those little things we've been making on the Facebook page and just put, you know, Dave was wrong twice, new Dave record. That would probably be a new record, wouldn't it? Because I'm using never wrong.
No, your record's probably up with like Drunk Monkeys, 31 times. Sure,
right, maybe. 31 times I've been right because I keep picking Drunk Monkey.
Ty Aaron was a triple-double. He had 27 and 7.
Yeah, that's a nice game right there.
Game from the leader.
Nick Richards, 14 points.
They 19. A lot of people dishing the ball this week.
Big assist.
They had 19 assists. Man, I like to see that unselfish play.
Yeah, big assist week.
That's good basketball.
Well, 19 assists, that's too short of Marky D's total for the Tigers.
That's all right. Marky D had just unbelievable game.
Good win for Air 5. Looks like they're back on track this week. Next up, Mike, this game was over at the HAC, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. I know you did. The best squad versus the crew.
I'll tell you, it came up just short of my 12 overtime prediction. Just short.
By how many overtimes?
12. This game ended in regulation. But it was a good game. The crew had probably a 10 to 12 point lead for most of it. Best squad fought back. Will Bull had one of the best dunks I've ever seen in my life. We didn't get it on camera though, we missed it.
It happens.
Yeah. Byrne did what Byrne does. James Boyce is a very good player. 20 and 7 with 5 rebounds.
Good addition, shot a high percentage too, 10 to 13 for him.
13. The crew just played like the crew does as a team. They don't have that one guy that has to score 40 for them. They had 3 guys scoring 20 points or more.
Now, listen, I know
3
you're
guys.
a little bit biased as far as the crew goes.
These are my
But if Derek
teams.
Savage is there,
Don't put me in this position.
does the crew still win this game?
If Derek Savage is there, it's living up to my hype of 12 overtimes. Seriously.
So Derek Savage is only worth 4 points.
No, but they would have had probably, says they had 12 assists as a team, probably 30 assists as a team. It's unselfish.
This is a big win for crew because I have the best squad up there. I have the best squad up there in my top 4. They probably rank around 3 or 4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the crew, you know, I have them up there at number 2. That's where they belong.
You can't
for now.
have them at, I have them at 1, but
That doesn't add up.
Why doesn't?
So you haven't be drunk.
That's my expert opinion.
It's not expert when you talk like that. But yeah, two of the top teams going at it. You can't wish for
I
that.
love watching that kind of.
It's great basketball.
Yeah, great basketball.
I almost drove back just to watch the game.
Even the I forget who played after them, but even the refs were like, man, that game before us was 100 times faster than this. Just like that's just how fast.
Yeah, that's how they play.
Up and down the court.
Next up, we have Run and Gun versus Tigers. Run and Gun needs to drop the gun and just run because it's like straight out of the gym this week.
How long did it take you to come up with that? Did you Google that?
No, come on, man, right on the spot. Right on the spot. You're just still upset about my wiffle ball name. It's so good, my team wiffle ball name. You look at this Run and Gun. Game time, they only had 3 players. That tells you that they're not ready to play. Just to begin the game.
They only played with 4 the whole game?
No, they added a 5th. The 5th, I didn't get their name, and they didn't really have any stats, so there was no reason to put them in.
Oh, okay.
But starting the game, I know Ronnie played with them and helped them out, and I think Akeem Tucker played with them also. Or no, Maxwell. Sorry, John Maxwell played with them to help them out. But, I mean, both Wilkinson brothers, they need help. They need to get more help. I don't know, or, you know, they have to make some cuts this week to send a message to the rest of the team. Because, you know, Kyle with 24, I didn't realize he was such a good three-point shooter.
He's a scorer.
I didn't realize he was such a good
He had
three-point
9
shooter.
of them last week. How many he hit this week?
4 of 8.
Just 4, but he still had 20.
But it was against the defense of the Tigers. You know, it's enough about run and gun for right now. We need to talk about the Tigers right now. Stacey Grady ties the 3-point record, making 12 3-pointers. 12 of 19 from the 3-point line. That's impressive.
I'd say that's a pretty good percentage.
That's very good. So, you know, maybe that's why Dan didn't come. He saw Stacey's numbers.
Danny and Stacey had good games, so he
didn't show
much. Yeah.
You know, Dan was avoiding us this week. Now I know. Now I know. You look at we have a Jeff Nagel appearance, 20 points, 6 of 8 from the 3-point line.
How about this Tigers team when they have everyone? Where do you put them?
Right now, I would have to put them tied for number 3 with the best squad right now. Yeah. Even though they lost ACC. And you know what? ACC's right in there too.
Where do you put ACC?
ACC's right in there too.
I don't even want to hear your top 5.
Maybe about the end I'll announce my top 5.
I don't think they want to hear it either.
That's actually probably the only thing they're waiting for. Now they're all going to watch the end. Quanah Chase, 14 points. Rock Anderson, 14 points. We already said Stacey with 12 threes, 36 points.
Look, 27 assists as a team.
I'm a little concerned about Marky D only having 8 points.
I'm a little concerned with him only having 21 assists.
He could have, you know what, this game started about 4 or 5 minutes late. You know, it was the running clock.
Yeah.
They didn't want the points, they're Tigers, so now we don't want the points. We want to start from 0 when we get here.
Okay.
And then it was also a mercy rule. So
they lost, what, about 8 minutes?
At least 8 or 9 minutes. And Marky D still puts up 21 assists. That's incredible. I mean, your team has to make the shots. But still, just spread the ball around like that. I'm impressed.
Who's the best point guard in the league?
You have to go Marky D right now.
Just because he had 21 assists this year.
Yeah, I mean, he can get 21 assists whenever he wants to, but...
Yeah, like that's an easy feat.
Well, for him, with those kind of players he has on his team. Next up, we have Brothers versus ACC. Mike, to be honest with you, Brothers... I thought they had a shot to keep this game a little closer than it was, and ACC was reminding that. I think it was either Derek or you know, while playing the game, he's yelling aside, "We're only going to win by 7, huh, Dave? Like, come on, play the game, Derek. Play the game."
He said that to me last week too.
Just play the game.
At least we know he's watching.
He's not. He's trying to pick it apart.
Speaking of Derek, what do you do? 11 and 14. Okay, Derek.
I really, you know what? Speaking of Derek
criticizing his rebound numbers, he said, "All right, I'll just get 14."
I want to question Derek's motor, because last week he had like 4 rebounds, and this week he can get like 14. Is he just not trying some weeks?
Maybe.
I don't want that kind of player on my team.
I do if he can get 14 rebounds.
And then some weeks he gives you 4.
Yeah, but let's see how many. 32 as a team.
If I'm Brian Salter right now, I'm pulling Derek into a room and having a nice stern conversation with him about he needs to stay focused and he needs to try every game. That's what I'm doing. So Derek, I expect, now that we know you can get 14, I expect it every single week. Because he told me before the game, he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna get you your 10+ rebounds today." But he knew going into it. So.
And that just shows you that if he wants to, he can get.
He should want to every single week. This is a team sport. He needs to do it for his team.
It's a team sport. You're telling him to get individual stats.
No, rebounds help the team.
So, but it's still an individual stat.
It helps the team.
Yeah, but you're yelling at him for only getting 4.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that.
So why
when
can't
he got
have
4
4
one
and someone else have 14 to help the team?
Why can't he have 14 and someone else have 14?
Because maybe they don't miss that many shots.
Back to Brothers. Calvin Hux, 15 points, 4 rebounds. David Todd, good game for him. Very solid game. 16 points, 8 rebounds. AJ Hicks, who's been, one of their leading scorers, was somewhat shut down in this one. Only 8 points.
Only 8?
Only 8. 9 rebounds, though, so he did it in other ways.
Yell at him for not getting 10.
Why? He's a guard or a small forward. Derrick Henry is a power forward.
It's only one position number.
Power forward plays closer to the basket.
It's 3 and a 4.
Well, you can't. I mean, maybe if you're Dirk and you play the 4, you can shoot from the outside. Derrick Henry doesn't have an outside shot. He has no business around the 3-point line. Get him inside the Get him inside the paint. Now, enough about that. The rest about ACC: Mo Jackson 11, Tavon Moore 14, Tamir Gibbs, who has been their go-to scorer for 2 seasons now, 21 points, but good game for ACC. They continue to win.
Are they undefeated?
I think they might be.
Let's check that.
ACC is 3-0. We have 3 undefeated teams right now. Drunk Monkeys, obviously, ACC, and the Crew.
Do you think there'll be an undefeated team in the A?
Yes, I think Drunk Monkeys will finish undefeated.
And win the 3rd straight?
Yes. I think they will.
Nope.
I mean, there's a couple teams that can definitely challenge them, but if I was a betting man right now, I'd be putting in our Drunk Monkey.
Well, of course.
Yeah, of course. Next up, our final game, WSI versus the Hurricane. Mike, WSI, as I've been telling you,
ever since I hopped back on the bandwagon.
No, you actually hopped off and then they started winning.
But I hopped back on and they won 2. No, they won 1.
Yeah, you hopped. They lost their first game and then you hopped off and they won the last 2.
Yeah, but I hopped on and they were actually losing for most of this game.
But they won. So they showed their ability to come back.
They were a good team. They were missing their bet. That's a big man down low.
Yeah. They have Jeremy Jean at 13 points, only 3 assists though. You might have to have a talk with him to get his assists up a little bit.
That's all right, 13, 5, and 3. I'll take that from
Jeremy was probably just rushing to get the game because he showed up over Tower Hill.
Did he?
He's lucky I was walking out when he was walking, not even quite in yet, so I could get him to the game on time. Actually, we had a couple players do that because a couple players from the Hurricanes I think they were just doing laps back and forth between here and Tower Hill.
Yeah, I think that was your fiance that sent me over there.
But if they don't know their team names, there's not much more we can do for them. Wicker, 16 points, 12 rebounds. Yeah, he was serving some tonight.
Will Townsville serving double-doubles.
Yeah,
12-11.
RJ Bullock, 13 and 5. Mike Boyd, 9 points, 3 of 8 from the field. You a little concerned about Mike Boyd's production this week?
His team production?
No, his production. Mike Boyd.
Oh, Mike Boyd. I thought you were talking about Mike. No, because he didn't need it.
Okay, fair enough. Al Walker, twin, 30 points. Ryan Smith, 22 for Hurricanes. But they didn't really get any help.
Didn't have much help after that.
They had 52 of their 57 points. Is that kind of like when LeBron James and Dwayne Wade both come to play? Kind of like the kind of performance they put up.
Yeah. That's what I say every time LeBron needs help. But when they win.
Got some all-stars on his team.
But when they win, they got all.
He did it all himself.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up this week. Mike, anything from you?
Nothing for me.
All right.
Calm show without Dan. Dan wasn't here.
Dan, we miss you though. I'd love to get you all fired up, so hopefully we have you out here next week. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see everyone on Sunday.